All right, guys, are you ready? Today we are going to spice things up and we're going to do part 2 of our division with fractions here. But this time, instead of having the fraction go first in our number sentence, this is where we are going to take a whole number and divide it by a fraction. So, when eventually you are going to have to decide between when the fraction goes first or when the whole number goes first in the number sentence, but not today, okay? But I do want to concentrate on this word pieces, okay? Because that word pieces is going to be a clue into the number sentence in which you're going to divide. Okay, so here we go. So, Jane has 2 pieces of pita bread to share with her friends. Okay, if she cuts each pita into fourths, how many pieces of pita will she have to share? Okay, so whenever we're sharing or splitting something up, we always know that that's going to be division. So if this was Jane's pita bread, okay, and she's splitting it into fourths, okay, she would be doing 2. She'd be taking those 2 pieces and dividing it into fourths. And again, here's our key word, pieces, okay? So pieces to me is like 1 piece of pita bread, 2 pieces, okay? Pieces to me are not fractions. So how many pieces of pita bread will she have to share? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Not so bad, right? Let's go to the next one. Actually, whoops, wrong page. Okay, next page. Okay, so here we have another word problem. We have Brian, and he has 3 yards of string, okay? So I'm going to draw a picture of Brian's 3 yards of string, okay? So here's a yard, here's a yard, here's a yard, okay? So this piece of string equals 3 yards, okay? So he needs pieces of string that are half of a yard long to make pulleys in science class. If Brian uses all 3 yards of string, how many half-yard pieces will he have? Okay, well again, there's that key word pieces, okay? So he would take each yard and he would split them into halves. So he would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So he would have 6 pieces of string. So basically what we did was we did 3 divided by 1/2 equals 6. Okay. So we did that one. Okay, so now we are just going to divide fractions. So I want you to stop the video right now, okay? And I want you to think about a situation, okay, for the first one here, 5 divided by 1/3, like a word problem, that you would have 5 of something and you would be splitting it into thirds, okay? And you would have X amount of pieces. So go ahead, stop the video, and think about that right now. Okay, so this is what I came up with, okay? So I know that we have 5 of something, and we're going to split whatever 5 of something is into thirds in order to find an X amount of pieces. So I wrote, Lucy has 5 grapefruits and plans to split them in 1/3 pieces. How many pieces will she have? Okay, well, if she has 5 grapefruits, okay, and she splits 5 grapefruits into thirds, okay, she would have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 pieces. So 5 divided by 1/3 equals 15. Okay, so I like to always think about problems as situations, okay? So if we have 4 and 1/6 here, okay, I'm sorry, 4 divided by 1/6, that would mean we have 4 of something, okay? So maybe we have 4 cookie cakes here, okay? And we're going to split 4 cookie cakes into 6, okay? So, sorry, I'm just trying to split this up into 6. So here's, oh, that's 1/9, sorry. Sorry, guys, hold on. Miss Eden should have maybe actually made this larger. Okay, so we have 4 cookie cakes. Okay, I'm going to draw 4 large cookie cakes here. If my pen would work, there we go. Okay, so 4 large cookie cakes. I need to split it into 6, so it's got to be larger. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there would be 6 pieces here. There would be 6 pieces here. There would be 6 pieces here, and there would be 6 pieces here. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So 4 divided by 1/6 equals 24. Okay, so, oh boy, they're really going to make me work here now. Here I have 3 pieces, or 3 large somethings. I'm going to say pizza, okay? And I'm going to be splitting those pizzas into 1/8. How many pieces would I have? Okay, well, I have 8 pieces here, 8 more pieces here, and 8 more pieces here. 8, 16, 24. Another 24. Okay, so there you go. Not too terrible, right? You just always have to remember that when you're dividing fractions in which the whole number comes first, divided by the fraction, that is going to end up with a quotient that is a whole number. And if you notice, that quotient is always larger than the number you're dividing by. I wonder why that could be. Take a second and think about that. Okay, so today what you're going to be doing for your student journal pages, you're going to have two student journal pages and a home links page, okay? But I'm going to set you up here for number 1 on the first page. Sorry, I can't talk. And then number 1 for the second page, okay? So here you can see for number 1, you have a problem. You need to have a solution. You need to have a summary number model, which is basically like a number sentence, okay? And then we're going to check with multiplication, okay? So, how many half-pound boxes of nuts can be made from 10 pounds of nuts, okay? So, I notice already in this problem, it doesn't have that word pieces, okay? But I want you to think about boxes are like, to me, almost like large pieces, right? Because you're going to take those 10 pounds of nuts, right, which, you know, are little tiny things, and you are going to divide them into half boxes, okay? So, if you have all this each represents 1 pound of nuts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and you split each of these in half. So really what it's asking you is how many boxes, which yes, aren't pieces, but they're, they're a chunk of something. They're not a fraction of something. So how many boxes are they going to have? Half-pound boxes. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They would have 20. They would have 20 half-pound boxes. Okay? Whoops, I gotta somehow scooch this up. Okay? So our summary model would be 10 divided by 1/2 equals 20. Okay? So now, if we were to check with multiplication, we would do 20 times 1/2. Well, 1/2 of 20, or 20 times 1/2 would be 10. So our answer checks out. Okay? So I am going to have you finish this page on your own, but I do want to set you up for the next page. Okay, so I'm going to set you up for the second page here, okay, which is where you're going to have to write your own number story, okay, and then you're going to have to solve it as well, okay. So writing your own number story. So you need to think about something that you would have 5 of. What is something reasonable that you would have 5 of that you would be splitting into fourths? Okay, now remember that keyword pieces. So I might say blank has 5 something. Okay, so you're going to fill in blank. SpongeBob, Tyler, Miss Eden, Miss Webster, Grant, whoever has 5 watermelons, pizzas, cakes, cookies, whatever, large cookies, right? And will be splitting it into 1/4, don't forget that key word, pieces. Okay, how many pieces will blank have? Okay, so you're going to fill in with the name of whoever and whatever you're splitting 5 of into fourths. Okay, you're then going to finish this page on your own. Okay, right now I'm having trouble. Here we go. You are then going to finish this page on your own. Okay, you need to, I'm sorry. You don't have to write another number story, but you do have to tell me when you divide a whole number by a fraction that is less than 1, is the quotient larger or smaller than the whole number? Okay, well, we found that it was larger, okay, but what I want you to think about is, why is it larger? What are you doing that would make the quotient larger? Okay, so that's what I want you to answer there for number 4. I'm also going to be assigning a home link as well to go with this assignment. And after today, we are going to do some review of when do you divide a whole number by a fraction and when do you divide a fraction by a whole number. Okay, so that might pose some challenge. So if you're feeling kind of funny about that, please participate in Miss Webster's Zoom tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Okay, good luck. I know you guys will do great on this stuff. Remember to please do your very best work. Don't just hand in, mumbo jumbo. Do your very, very best work. Okay? Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine.